On the block we go, 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 go. On the block, let it flow, go, 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 Spaces open, might go live. Different miles from Web to Drive. Builders here, they pull a real. Talking moves and how they feel. No scripts, just open flow. Ideas moving row by row. Every week a new face shown. Building things to stand alone. On the block we go, 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 go. On the block, let it flow, 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 flow. On the block, feel the sound. On the block right now. Spaces open, let it start. Different builders play their part. No filter, just raw talk. Ideas that actually walk. From early grinding new way. Every guest got things to say. No script, no safety net. Just truth, you don't forget. On the block we go, 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 go. On the block, let it flow, 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 flow. On the block, feel the sound. On the block right now. Down, 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 down.
Yo, GMGANGE, happy Monday. Welcome to On the Block, episode 52, Famous Quicks. It's Taddy coming at you from the City of Angels, and once again, I'm humbled to be your host for today's show. Thank you all for tuning in, and please, ladies and gents, if you would all be so kind to like and repost this live stream. Maybe tag a friend or two, we would greatly appreciate it. Shout out to our legendary sponsors, Puffsters and OrbisOnSoul.io. Hope that everyone had a chill, relaxing weekend and that your Monday is going well. Before I check in with our goated guest for today, let me first check in with my brother, Mr. Lucky. Lucky, what's up? What's good? How you doing, brother?
Yo, Teddy, what's good? What's good? Yeah, I'm doing well, Teddy. Monday, you know how it is on Monday. Emails to chase up and send out. So I've been busy with that IRL, but
Oh yeah.
otherwise, all good, brother. All good. How about you? How's your weekend been?
Oh, good man. Playing catch up. Girls started school last week. The first official week is today, so we're running around like chickens with our head cut off. My youngest is actually sick. My oldest is
Oh
not.
man.
So yeah, it's kind of torn, but we're good. Other than that, good. Gucci. How's the background music? We good? Too loud? A little too loud? We good?
We can
What's up?
turn it down slightly, but otherwise we're all good. We're ready, Teddy. We
Yeah,
are
hell yeah,
ready.
hell yeah. Yo, look, we know that no one ever comes to this fucking show to listen to us
No, of
run our
course they don't.
traps, bro. They come to see our guests that rock up and bless us on the stage. And, we have the most goated, famous Fox of all time on the show today. He
Yes,
was back
sir.
on was that TNL when he was on? Or that was
Yeah,
TNL,
he
right?
was. Quicks was one of our very
Yes,
earliest supporters,
sir.
right?
Yes,
Here's the thing
sir.
about Quicks. Before you unmute his mic, yeah, I want to give him props, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what
He
kind
can't
of
say
level.
shit right now. He can't say
Yeah, that's
shit.
good.
What do you mean? I don't know how to
Oh,
unmute?
damn.
Like, bro.
Wait, Quicks, let me give you your props, right?
Hell
Early
yeah.
on when we started TNL, right, Taddy, we weren't big in the space or nothing. No one knew us, well, probably still don't.
No
But
one doesn't know us
Quicks
anymore.
didn't give a shit. He was like, "What? You know what? I'm gonna come and represent." And this guy pulled up. He supported, and he's always been checking in here and there. But it's always great to have him back on. Welcome back, Mr.
Hell
Quicks.
yeah,
What is
bro.
good?
What's good, guys? Man, it's good to be back. Love the rebrand, the block. Shout out to sponsors. I love Puffsters, Orbit's NFT Marketplace, crushing it. Yo, Taddy, I'm gonna be in your neck of the woods for Solana Summer House, dude, and I'll be in LA for pretty much all September before Island out in Brazil. So
Oh
if you want to link,
shit,
if you're gonna be in LA all next
brother.
month, dude, the Fox is gonna
Come,
be there. Yeah.
come on, bro. Last time you were here, we hooked up. I went to the Solana Summer House. I was trying to go on Friday and Saturday. I had family in town, couldn't get away. Finally made it out on Sunday. As soon as I get there, I meet Quicks. What a Chad. Like, welcomed me in and was like, yo, we're going to lunch. You want to come? And I was like, fuck yeah. So, hell yeah, brother. I will be there. You let me know, I will be there. And this time, I'll be able to get away as well. So it won't just be one day. But no, I remember last time you said that you might be moving out to the States in LA in particular. Is that still a thing? Are you back in the States? Are you
Possibly. I'm in the States right now, but I'm in New York. I'm visiting some family. I have to go
Okay.
to Serbia next week for Solana Summit hosted by Super Team Balkan. I'll be emceeing day one. And then I'm flying back on the 28th to be there for the 29th for Solana Summer House. And then I'll actually be there all the month of September into like October. Yeah. So I'll be out in LA vibing for a while.
What's the vibe in LA other than Solana Summer House? A little work, a little what? A little R&R? What are we talking about? Oh, all of it? All of the above?
Yeah,
What's
all of
good?
it, all of
Okay.
it. Work,
Okay.
no, actually, no relaxation. Yeah, none. We're locked
None.
until break point. Yeah, no
Okay.
vacations, no days off. Yeah, every day we're grinding till break point.
Yo,
Let's
so
go.
man, I tell everyone that you're the hardest working man in Web3. Like the grind is real, brother. Like I was so impressed by how much you were just nonstop. Like I don't know how you do it. Are you still grinding like that? I know you're not with Soulflare anymore. You're with SatRush. So, is the grind still 100%? Is it 110 now? Like what's going on?
Oh yeah, I'm working even harder. So working heavily with SatRush. I'm also
Okay.
helping out with Doma D3, which is domains RWAs on chain on Solana. And we just got approved for the second annual Community Awards V2 at London in Breakpoint. So I'm project manager for that. So I'm working with Solana to get everything set up, and I got some really cool things planned for this year. So yeah, I'm busy Fox as always, plus my always normal just in the ecosystem, creating content, supporting projects, foxing around, finding out. So yeah, busy as always, no days off.
Killing it, bro. Killing it. Yeah, I'm impressed by the hustle, man. It made me realize that I was not hustling enough, brother. So, yeah, you helped me make sure, like, yo, I need to step my game up because holy fuck, luck. Bro, does not fuck
Yeah,
about, like,
this
for real.
guy is actually living the Web3 life. We see those tweets, right, by people saying, I'm all about the Web3, this and that, but then they go off like me, fuck off into the real life and do Web2 jobs. Quick stays here. He breathes, sleeps, shits, drinks, everything Web3. So I definitely echo what Teddy said. Hardest working man in Web3. And he still takes time out for the fam. That's what I really, really like. So I see you. It's not just like a few spaces. You see Quicks on different people's spaces. No matter what following that person might have, Quicks is a real one. He'll pull up and he'll share his thoughts on different matters. But you know what, Taddy? Before we kind of kick off, right? Quicks, these AI stand-up stuff you've got going on.
Bro.
Well, it's not
my
AI,
God.
dude. It's not. It's actually me. I recorded all that. The only AI is the audience and the red background. Yeah.
Yeah. But where did that all kind of stem from? What was the whole inspiration about it? Because it's brilliant.
Oh, thank you, man. So my dad, he was a huge Seinfeld fan, man. We used to watch, like, there was like an hour block when I was growing up of Seinfeld and The Simpsons. So it was like an hour block we used to watch all the time. And he was always my favorite comedian. And something I always respected about Seinfeld was that he never curses in any of his content. And he always said, like, if you have to curse for the shock value, you know, like, you're not as like good as a comedian as you think you are. And that always kind of stuck with me with a lot of like my comedy and humor. And I'm like big into comedy, more like situational comedy. Like, and so like I'll be in, you know, a group and some things happen and I react to it, usually like pretty funny with that. But this was my first time kind of like sitting down, like writing comedy. And I've written like, you know, roasts before and like the community awards last year. And I've done MCing. And so like there's always been elements of comedy. And I don't know, man. It's been something I've always wanted to do. I felt like no one's ever done like a stand-up series before about crypto, and so I wanted to try it, kind of pay homage to Seinfeld, you know, honor my pops. And then next season I have planned is like a roast. So everyone's like, "Oh, this is really funny," but it's like kind of vanilla and it's like cringy in a funny way. And that's like it was supposed to be like that, but like. I could turn it up whenever, you know, and people that know me that have been in spaces with me knows that, yeah, I can get down, dude. So I'm going to turn it up really a lot for next season. I'm going to do like a roast style, but this was a lot of fun. I just did it for the love of the game. And I just wanted to try something new for content. And yeah, I mean, I hope it put a smile on your face. And, you know, that was my main goal, you know, just try to make people happy, especially in these times, dude.
No, 100%. I love it. Man. Who's in the crosshairs for the roast? Everyone? Is everyone fair game?
Oh, everyone can get it. Oh, everyone's getting it. Okay. Everyone. Solana, Foxes, people in Solana, everyone's getting it. No one's safe from the roast. Yeah.
Let's fucking go. I love it.
Quicks, I gotta ask, right? Did you get in an invite for the Solana poker tournament that happened? Did someone knock on your door?
They didn't, dude, but I'm not like the biggest poker player. I know how to play. And I understand like what Solana was trying to do with the cast that was there, and I think they're gonna run it back in the future, and they'll have like other opportunities. But like I'll be in the summer house, and I'm playing in like the creator basketball tournament. So shout out Sunny and Fluffy that are putting it together. So yeah. I'll be playing in like the creator basketball tournament.
Oh, nice,
okay.
Nice.
You got skills? You got basketball skills? Yeah.
I got handles, dude, and I'm really good with court awareness, so I can pass. I'm not the greatest shooter, but I like making other people look good anyway. You know, I'm like the Steve Foxy Nash. Yeah. I'm a point guard. Yeah, exactly.
Nice. All right, making other people look good. That'll do.
That's it.
Yo, so we got to address the elephant in the room, bro. I mean, no more Soulflare, which is crazy to me because I never thought I'd see the day. I know that a lot of people got let go. Maurice got let go, and Dev Majesty got let go, amongst select other fews as well. But I didn't think that you would. I never thought I'd see the day, tell you the truth. So what gives, man? What can you tell us? I know you probably can't tell us everything, but whatever you can tell us, we gladly sit here and listen, man.
No, I appreciate it. And, you know, for context, like I have nothing but good things to say about Soulflare. Like I've done so much in my past 2 years. Nothing that like the team did or me was a result of like our performance or like money or anything. This is just like a restructure. Soulflare is building towards something different. I can't really speak on it because they haven't like really told me anything. So I would just say to kind of, you know, be patient, wait for announcements from the team. But honestly, this was, you know, it was a great experience working with Soulflare, but I also learned a lot during this transition, especially about your market value. And something that's really important in this space is the network that you create. And I never made like an announcement post that, you know, I wasn't with Soulflare anymore. I just made like a few messages on the back end, and I set up myself with new opportunities. And I think that's something important. Like you mentioned earlier in the space that, I would show up no matter what the size of the audience is. And I think that's important. Like you never know what position people are going to be in the next few years. And what's funny is one of the people that advocated me to help out with D3 was part of this other platform that used to sponsor my space in the Moon Show like way, way, way back in the day. And that project didn't work out. But I was always, cordial with everything. I never, spoke badly about it, even, when they, stopped showing up and stuff. It was just part of the game. And that person, ended up being part of this team in the future and was a huge advocate for me joining. And it's been a cool experience. So that's always like my advice to people is, don't burn bridges that you'll have to rebuild. Like network as much as you can. You'll never know what position people are going to be in the next few years. You'll never know if you're going to have to like work with them in the next few years in like some capacity. So that's always been my mantra. And I've kept like a really big network, and I'm usually cool with anyone. I don't really have any enemies in the space. If I do, I don't even know about them. So I'm sorry, fam. But, and that's, like it's short, man. It's a small ecosystem. Life's short. I'm just trying to put out, good vibes, help builders, grow the ecosystem. And, I think that like more people need to focus on their network, especially in times like this when the price action's kind of, moving sideways and everything. So now's the perfect time to be networking, building, connecting, doing shows like this, and supporting, that's big, man. People remember that.
Building the bear, man, because in the bull it will all pay dividends for sure, man. And that's what Lucky and I believe. We try and show up. Our one thing that we said, we just want to be consistent, man. Consistent, whether we have one viewer or 1,000. We just want to be consistent, man, because at the end of the day, that's all you got. All you got is your work ethic, and all you got is your word, man. If that gets broken or is tainted, then you have nothing. Especially when we're not really meeting each other like face to face all the time. It's a lot of Discord action and X action. So your words got to stand for something. So I agree 100%, man. And you've always.
And that's why I'm big on the events, really quick, Taddy, because I tell people all the time, like, get out to these events because it's something like we're creating these relationships online, in chats, sometimes video calls and stuff. But the events is where the magic happens. It's where, all the relationship building over the past few years becomes like solidified. Because once you like look at someone, you shake their hands, you get their energy, you get to talk to them like a real human, it's just like, it just compounds on everything that you've been building. So definitely get out to events if you can, like Breakpoint's coming up, Solana Summer House is coming up, Island DAO's coming up. So a lot of things still this year. But if you can't, plan for it in the future because it definitely helped change the trajectory of my career. And I think it would do the same for you guys, for anyone watching.
Great advice, Luck. Well, that's definitely going to Luck because Breakpoint is in his city, man. He's there, so.
Oh yeah, dude. I think he's gonna show us around, dude. He's gonna take us on like the whole tour, dude. We're gonna go take the pictures on the bridge. Right. Well, it's gonna be cold, dude. So I need to get a jacket, actually.
Quicks, you let me know when, and I will arrange that for you, man. Should give you a tour of London. Things that are not shown on TV or the tourist guides. We'll take you down there and let you see the real London.
Yeah, I need a proper pint in like a proper British pub,
Yeah, you need to travel in one of those black cabs. And yeah, we'll do it all. We'll do it all. Definitely.
I want to do all the tourist stuff, dude. It's always right. So I grew up watching Top Gear, with Jeremy Clarkson, James May, Richard Hammond, and I love that show, dude. I love British humor. I just like how dry, how like I love British humor, and so it's always been a dream of mine to go to the UK. I know that might not be a dream destination for a lot of people, but to me, like. I've always loved the British culture, the British humor, and I'm excited for my first time going. This is my first time in the UK.
Let's go. Well, as I said, Quicks, let me know when you're down, and definitely happy to show you around. Always a pleasure. But Quicks, let's get into SatRush, right? Obviously, you've moved over. This is a new chapter, and you touched on Soulflare, and I think for you at the time when you started off at Soulflare, I think it was a great move. You've kind of, as you said, you've learned so much, you've built a lot of connections, networking, and you're here where you are now with SatRush. Talk to us. I know you mentioned a friend recommended you from the past over here, but what was the main other reasons that attracted you to SatRush? And give us a breakdown on what is SatRush.
100%. So it starts with White Whale. White Whale's been very prominent member of the Solana ecosystem for some time. He's always posting like trading, educational content. He's been supporting projects for years in the ecosystem. And so this was the first flagship product that launched from White Whale Labs. And it's something that he's always wanted to kind of build, because in the past we've experienced other gamified mining platforms, but there's always been a token attached to it. And when a project has a token, even when they're generating revenue, there's always issues, having to kind of like babysit the token, and so we wanted to do things differently. So SatRush is a gamified mining game, but it's for Bitcoin. So you deploy USDC, there's 21 tiles honoring the 21 million Bitcoin. The rounds are every minute, and every minute a tile gets selected, and all of the winnings go to everyone that deployed on that tile. Just like other mining games, there is what's called a Sat Strike that could go off at any time. So right now it's at 18,000 USDC, so that could go off at any moment. But what we do things a little differently is number one, as you're earning yield. So let me kind of go and deploy right now. So you can kind of, I've already set up my own structure, which is auto reload, all tiles. So I'm just going to like deploy, some USDC. And it's going to go ahead and start mining for me. As I mine, I'm earning BTC, which if I don't claim, you earn APR on it. So I did claim a bunch of BTC early because we were trying to hit the Sat Strike, and we're selling BTC. But other people like stacking BTC, which is cool. And this is like a great way to earn APR on your Bitcoin. But as you're playing, you're going to be earning hash rate points. And what these hash rate points are used for is the other vaults. So we have an Epoch vault, which every 72 hours it goes off and deploys to 21 winners. And then we also have the BTC vault, which once it reaches one full Bitcoin, one user will become a full coiner. And we just made our first full coiner this past Saturday. So someone won. That was the first drawing. And so now it's going on again, where it's at like 12% right now, climbing up. So every time that hits a Bitcoin, someone walks away as a full coiner. So we kind of.
How long did that take to get to that one Bitcoin?
So honestly, it was like a little over a week, because we had launched Wednesday and it was the following Saturday. So it was like a little over a week, but we've also done zero paid marketing. Everything has just been kind of grassroots, guerrilla marketing, friends and family. And so we are expecting this to be a lot more prevalent, giving out a lot more Bitcoin as we grow and get more users. But we kind of look at this as like a fun way to DCA into Bitcoin, right? Like if you go, a majority of people, you ask them, how do you purchase Bitcoin? It's normally on a centralized exchange. Very few people are buying Bitcoin on a DEX, right? So people are already paying a premium for their Bitcoin. But that's okay, because we all have the understanding that over the next few years, Bitcoin is going to go up in price, right? So this is a great way where you can DCA into Bitcoin while still earning yield on your Bitcoin, with the possibility of big rewards from earning into the Sat Strike or one of the vaults. So it's been a lot of fun, and we're kind of building a community now as well. Like as any good project that generates revenue, we're building a community, and we're going to really ramp up our marketing efforts over the next couple of weeks. We have a lot of different partnerships that are announcing. We're being part of Breakpoint. We're actually launching on the Seeker App Store extremely soon. So hopefully everything gets approved and we're in time for the next season, because we'd love to be a part of the Seeker season. But yeah, it's exciting, man. It's a cool platform. I love White Whale. Really respect what he's done in the ecosystem. He's built together a really cool team. And so that's kind of a little overview. So it's really easy. Satrush.io. You can go on right now. And we have a lot of cool updates coming for future versions, because we want to introduce like a referral system. We want to, have people be able to swap for other tokens so they can deploy. So yeah, we got a lot of cool things planned for Satrush and a lot of growth to do.
Let's go. Silly question, Quicks. Is this mobile compatible?
Yeah, 100%. You could play. I play on my Soulflare wallet all the time, and when I'm out and about, sometimes I need to adjust, add top up more. So yeah, works on mobile, and we'll be launching on Seeker very soon. We're in the final stages of publishing.
Right. Okay. At this breakpoint, sorry, Teddy, at breakpoint, are you guys going to have your own kind of stand and do something special, or are you sponsoring certain things? How's the involvement of SatRush at Breakpoint?
I'd love to. I'd love to have my idea would I would have like a little booth where we're constantly always just mining and hopefully giving away a bunch of, prizes in Bitcoin. But it is a little bit late, and I think that Solana did already kind of line up all of their like booths and sponsor. Generally, this is like planned much earlier in the year. So if there is an opportunity, to have a booth, we definitely will. But if not, like I said, I'll be hosting the Community Awards V2. So SatRush is going to be a big part of that. That's going to be on the 13th at the Somerset House. So we're going to be making big push on Solana really soon because we're going to bring back the voting and the nominations and the website again. And I'll be working with a lot of different content creators in the ecosystem because I want to incorporate more people, more community into the show. And yeah, it's going to be, I'm really excited for that. That's like a big responsibility. And, shout out, SatRush is going to be, helping support the community awards. And so, yeah, we're definitely going to have a presence at Breakpoint. Plus the Fox is going to be there always. I can't wait for Breakpoint. That's like our Super Bowl.
Let's go. Teddy, over to you.
Yeah, I was just going to ask, you said Sat Strike. So when that hits, what happens now when that hits? When it just goes off whenever it wants? Like, so say it went off now, what would happen?
So if it went off right now, all the $19,143 would be deployed to everyone that deployed on that tile, and they would be rewarded, in a linear scale based on how much they deployed. So that's why I like using the all tiles strategy, because it's guaranteed as long as I'm deploying and the Sat strike goes off, I'm guaranteed to hit it. And I reduced right now. I'm usually at like $5 a round, $6 a round. I brought it down to $2 a round. And I just saw like I had forgotten to top it up earlier. So yeah, it's just something I gotta, constantly monitor. But it's fun to be able to, kind of earn Bitcoin as you're with the chance of like a big reward. So like hitting Epoch like is a great ROI. Shout out the person that won the Bitcoin this weekend. But a lot of people have been making back like good ROI on, leaving their Bitcoin unclaimed. Don't be like me and sell your Bitcoin to keep playing. You can leave it and stack it. But at the same time, like people like me that claim it help support the APR. So it's like cool, it's like a balance, because when you claim, 10% is taken and given to everyone that's unclaimed. So that's how they're able to keep the APR. So yeah, it's a fun gamified way to DCA into Bitcoin. And something I always try to preach people is like, you should definitely own Solana, but you should have some exposure to Bitcoin, right? Like you should, I believe in the future, like being a full coiner is going to mean something. It's going to be like, you'd be part of like the upper echelons of society being a full coiner, I feel like, so, definitely, you should be allocating and diversifying your portfolio and be holding some Bitcoin because, a lot of big institutions and, finance, definitely have some. So you should also.
No, I agree. I'm a BTC maxi. That's what got me into crypto. And then I slowly went into ETH, and then Solana found a real home with just how, the vibes on Solana are unmatched. For at least to me, to all the ETH maxis, so be it. But Solana is my home. But BTC, bro, is the future of finance. And obviously Solana is as well. You have all these companies launching on Solana. So those two going hand in hand, earning BTC on Solana seems like a no-brainer. So, yo, let's fucking go, man. Like, I love to hear it. It sounds goated. How long has this been live?
2 weeks on Wednesday. So this Wednesday,
okay.
What is that? In 2 days, we'll be live 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you have the stats on how many users are using this bad boy, or no? Not handy.
So it was a lot higher during the week when we were leading up to the one Bitcoin. We hit like all-time highs of $800 a round. It's like there was the Sat strike was just over 30K. And the BTC vault was about to hit. And so people were like really trying to deploy, like get some last minute wins. And a lot of people walked away with quite a bit from that Sat strike. That was the largest Sat strike. And, one person walked away with a Bitcoin. It's all anonymous. So we don't know unless like they were to like post about it, they became a full coiner. But we're going to be creating a lot more cool incentives and vaults and stuff in the future. So, you can kind of, without giving away too much alpha, you can kind of think of community and, mining in the past. You use either solo mine
Right.
or you can mine in a pool, right? So we're gonna try
Ah,
to implement some things like that in the future.
okay. Yeah. No, definitely. I think, hey, Teddy, this is a great way of deploying some of the spare USDC we've got
Yeah,
in our
brother. Are
team
you
wallet
kidding
for
me? That's
sure.
exactly what I'm thinking. Like, yo, let's
Yeah.
go. We got
And
we
we
got
can,
some in loop scale. We got some in Halo. So yeah, why not put some here as well?
yeah,
Is this something where
100%.
you got to sit and watch, or you just plug
You can do
away
the
and leave?
auto,
Like,
right?
there's
No, yeah. So
Yeah.
you can actually like so here if you like I can go ahead and modify it. You can choose like when you first set, you could choose the amount of tiles, the number of rounds, if you wanted to auto reload or not, how much you're deploying. So and this can be modified like during. But something to keep in mind is you definitely want to like keep a streak going because you get a boost on your HR as you get to 100. And once you complete 100 rounds, then you max out your HR boost. So a lot of people like to keep the same strategy just so they can keep compounding their HR points because, yeah, they definitely want to be part of the Epoch Vault, the BTC Vault for like the big wins.
luck. We got to do this, bro. This is
Yeah,
great.
yeah. I'm sitting here thinking exactly the same thing. As soon as this
Yeah,
stream ends, we're jumping
man.
on this, and we're
Seriously.
getting involved one way or another.
Yo, you mentioned white whale. Is that the same white whale that had that token? Because I made a bag on that token. That token was very, very giving for a while, man. Like, yeah, I rode that to Valhalla a couple of times. So is
It
that the
was,
same?
man, and yeah, it ran to like 200, like over 100 mil
Yeah.
in like the depths of the bear market,
Uh
man,
huh.
depths of
It
the
had a
bear
double
market.
top too. It had the
Yeah.
classic double top. It dipped a little bit, but then topped one more time before it went down. So okay,
Mhm.
nice, nice. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, that was fun. That was definitely fun.
It was, man, and I mean, he put a lot of money into it. $10 million on chain and 65% lock supply forever, and so it was definitely he's never done like a token before, and so it was dominating the timeline. I remember like Jakey and everyone posting about it, like
Hmm.
white whale token over 100 mil, and like no tokens were running. Like there was like barely any ones hitting the bonding curves on pump and stuff. And so this was I know a lot of people that did really well on that token. I definitely made some money on that token as well. But even like before that, like I've always respected White Whale, man. He always puts out all these amazing educational pieces, and he has like a lot of great takes on the ecosystem. And he's also like supported so many projects in the past, like especially behind the scenes as like kind of silent investor. And so I've gotten to know him for a while in the space, but recently, like we had talks like when I was still at Soulflare, and then after Soulflare, we like talked again, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you got to come check out what I'm building, what we're working on in White Whale Labs." And this is our flagship product, and he's definitely has plans to release other cool protocols and platforms in the future. But right now, yeah, SatRush has been something that he wanted to put out and build, and we've gotten a lot of great feedback from it. Like shout out all of our users in the community. They have given us so much feedback on things they want to see differently, things that like were working, things that they were having issues with. And our devs work extremely hard to get everything to where you see it as today, and we still have a lot of improvements in V1.5 coming very soon.
Now, does this work off of referrals, or is it just you log in and you're good to go, or do you like people
Yeah,
come
you
to you
log
for
in,
this?
you're good to go, but we
Uh-huh.
are going to be working on a referral system.
Okay.
We've gotten a lot of feedback because there's a lot of ways that you could do a referral system, and we want to make one that is the most beneficial to our users and communities. We want something to be sustainable, and we want people to benefit from it. We want communities to be able to generate revenue. We want people to be able to generate more revenue based on more users and referrals that they're getting. So we want to do things right. So that's why it wasn't released in the first version, but we do have plans for a really cool referral system coming soon. And so yeah, just check it out right now. And the team is so accessible. Like me, Al, White Whale, like we have a Telegram chat. You guys can hop in. We are always active. So anything you want to see, anything that's been working, hasn't been working, let us know, because yeah, we definitely want to make this as good of an experience as possible for people.
No, I love this, man, because we also do a space called Floor Watch every Thursday and Friday, where it's basically just us going over the ecosystem and everything that's going on. We play games. We do look at different protocols. We look at the floor on Orbis, a whole bunch of stuff that we can't do here that we don't do here, and we could definitely play this on Floor Watch because this looks dope, yo. I'm ready, man. I'm ready. Like we got.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, dude.
Yeah.
And shout out! I really quick got a shout out in the chat right now. One of our team members, Al, who's been absolutely crushing it. He's been helping out with doing like a lot of marketing and handling all the socials, being part of the community, and like really a core contributor on the team, man. That dude works extremely hard. So definitely got to shout out Al. He's been a huge part of the success that we've had on SatRush. And I think that it's picking up quite a bit right now, especially today and tomorrow, because as the epoch is growing, and that's going to release in the next like 13 hours, and the Sat strike is getting closer and closer towards 20K. So yeah, we're expecting a lot more people to be deploying very soon, and it was exciting to make a full coiner on Saturday. That's something really cool. We hope to do more of. Well, we will do more of in the future.
Well, yeah, as you get more users going, you'll probably be getting a full coiner like every 3 days or something, man. This is crazy. Like BTC winning a full Bitcoin, look.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
What would you do with a full Bitcoin right now? What would you guys do with a full Bitcoin?
Oh, I mean, since we're in the bear, we might go a little bit lower, but, maybe what? I don't know, 40, maybe 39 or whatnot. I just hold that bad boy and ride it into the bear market. Like, trying to trade those ups and downs, sure, you might be able to time it, but, you got one Bitcoin? Hold that bad boy for sure. I mean, come on now. What would you do?
And what about you, Lucky? Wait, let me hear what Lucky says first.
Okay.
I would do exactly the same. I wouldn't touch it. I would just let it sit because... we all know where Bitcoin is going, and just sit on it. You're just sitting on it. If you go and dump it now, I don't know what to say to you.
Yeah, we're pretty close to the bottom, I think. So you might as well just. Plus, you got it for free. It's not like I mean, come on, bro. What are we talking about? It's not like some meme coin where you got to dump before it dumps. So. That's what I would do, but Degen's gonna Degen. Someone probably sell it and go ape into Anson or something like that. You know what I
mean? Quicks, I gotta ask, how many users are using SatRush right now?
Right now, actually, let me ask the team about that right now. I actually don't know exactly on the metrics, or let me pull up the dashboard.
Well, you're gonna have 2 more users at the end of the stream 100%. Because I'm gonna be up in there, bro.
I'm pretty sure others that are viewing this and gonna watch it back on replay, they might jump on this as well because this is brilliant.
Yeah. So right now, actually, it deploys because I'm trying to get like the total number of users that we've had, but right now, so there's 33 miners in the current round. Okay. So. Yeah, so we have like 33 miners deploying like about 240 USDC. But let me find out how many users like we've had actually in total that have played SatRush.
Yeah, what's that 16 next to the $2? Quicks, what's that 16? Your stake $2.
Oh, this is the amount of like the rounds that I've like done with my streak. Yeah, so I've like gotten 16 rounds where I haven't missed like 16 rounds. And there's like a leaderboard where you can track this as well for like the rounds played, your sats earned, your hash rates earned. So people are definitely trying to climb the leaderboard.
Yeah.
I don't know why the comments aren't showing on StreamYard, but they're popping off in chat. So just want to let everyone know, Look,
you can't show them up?
No, it shows there's nothing. It shows there's nothing there, bro. No comments. I'm not sure what the deal is.
Yeah, bullish on StreamYard. But yeah, shout out EJC in the chat, man. Shout out Spuddy, big one of our community members. He's actually made a dashboard tool, and that's really cool to see. Like when community members are always like building on top of what you built. Kaz in the chat, or Kazi, says that he'd convert to Sol. He'd sell the Bitcoin. He convert it to Sol and mine and use half of it to mine on SatRush. So I can't really argue with that, man.
I haven't used the platform. I might probably say that if I had used it and won it, why not? You might win again. So yeah, don't bite the hand that feeds you. So feed that hand.
Oh shit! I just had a look. The chat is popping. Wow.
Know, bro.
StreamYard had to fuck up this time, isn't it?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Well, who doesn't think the chat's gonna be popping? We got fucking Quicks on here, bro. Like I looked at it, I was like, why is there no one in the chat? And he's like,
It
and then
can't
he
be
called
true.
out the chat, and I went to X, and I'm like, the fucking chat is popping, bro. So our bad on
Yes.
that one, Quicks, because I like to pin some of these comments on here, but I can't do it right now. So apologies, brother. Apologies.
No, that's all right. I mean, I've been keeping an eye on the chat. You know, I've done streaming a couple times before.
Bro,
You
we
know,
know this ain't your first rodeo, bro. Let's
We got
go.
we got Spuddy up in there, Quicks. He's in. Quicks, have you seen my dashboard? Reckon you could take a quick look.
Yeah, and yeah, so I actually just pulled it up also, the
Okay.
stats dashboard also. And so yeah, shout out our community that's been also like building on top. And we're actually I've been pushing to do like some type of like hackathons in the future where we can encourage like builders to come in and like build on top of SatRush. So I mean, hopefully that's part of the marketing plans in the future. But yeah, I think that's just part of the game. Like people are gonna want to try to create as much like arbitrage opportunity for themselves as possible. And if they could like build a bot or something, or like something that can scan and like deploy when they want to, I know that that's going to be something popular in the future. So yeah, let the builders build, man.
Let's
Let the
go.
builders
Let's
build. That, yeah,
go.
man, that needs
But
to
we've
be
had
on a t-shirt.
508 unique players so far. Like
And
Ooh-wee.
on
how long?
average, like 32, like on average about 85 players, like especially recently, but right now 32 per round. Um, yeah,
And
and so what was that?
when did officially the doors open for SatRush?
So 2 weeks
Last
ago.
Wednesday, yeah, like not this past Wednesday, the one before. So this upcoming Wednesday will be 2 weeks old live.
Oh, okay, nice. Taddy, we're early. We're
We
Oh
are.
yeah,
finally
you're
early
still
to
very
something.
early.
We're early, but we're also late, bro. Because the people that got in 2 weeks before, yo, GG, I'm throwing my thumbs up at you. You guys are goaded, man, and dialed in as well. Quick, you said that this is coming to the Seeker soon. Is it also coming to the App Store, Apple iPhone, and for Google Play and all that fun stuff?
That's
Or?
something that we've talked about,
Mhm.
but it's not something that's like pressing right now as much because we think that this still has a lot of product market fit inside your native Solana wallet, and we definitely want to focus on the Seeker launch first because that's going to be extremely important. We're here to support Solana, and we want to give people like a really fun way to DCA into Bitcoin like on Solana. That's the whole idea. It's like mine Bitcoin on Solana. So like the first step would be the Solana Seeker store. Oh man, and Al, shout out Al, dude. He's a legend because he's been watching the stream. So he just shared with me all the stats that I needed to know. So
Nice.
far, in less than 2 weeks, across just over 19,000 rounds, we've given away over $5 million have been deployed on the board. Well, $5 million have been deployed on the board. Over $120,000 in stat strikes. There's been 4 epoch draws, and in total, the amount of Bitcoin that's been given away through the platform has been 11.69 Waka Waka Bitcoin that has been earned on SatRush. All
In 2
time
weeks.
accumulated. That's just been what's rewarded. But all time accumulated Bitcoin, including like the APR, which is averaging about 500% right now, is 17.28 Bitcoin. So about $1.1 million worth of Bitcoin has been accumulated in total on SatRush in just the 2 weeks that we've been live.
What'd you say his name was? Al? You said Al?
Owl,
Owl.
OWL, like
Oh,
the
Al,
animal,
Al,
the
shout
bird.
out to
Yeah,
the
like an owl.
fucking stats, bro. Yo, those are some
Yeah.
stats in your ear real quick. I love it.
Jeez.
I love it. No, and I also like that there's no, rush to put it on, the App Store or the Google Play Store because, it also gives the Seeker exclusivity. You know what I mean? Like, yo, this is the Solana phone. Put it there first, and maybe we'll put it on all the other ones. You know what I mean? But you got to represent Solana, and I love it. Gives me another reason to use my Seeker, so I'm here for that for sure.
Exactly. I've been pushing for that, dude, especially because I've been a huge fan of this Solana Mobile and the Seeker. I've been a big proponent of like launching your own dApps because also with like the Google Play Store and the Apple Play Store, like they take a good percent from developers. And the dApp Store doesn't have that. So if we can really get a lot more projects like launching in the dApp Store on Seeker, I think it's really revolutionary, and it really helps like the devs and the projects of these teams, like keep revenue and then, be able to, reinvest that into the project to continue building, to acquire new users, to retain current users with activations and campaigns. And yeah, we don't want to get bottlenecked by having to deal with like Apple and Google and them taking us, taking money. And so yeah, Seeker's definitely first up. But then, supporting the Solana ecosystem, like I said, we want to definitely be, strategic partnering with a lot of projects, create a lot of new like cool campaigns that we're working on. And yeah, we have a lot of exciting things planned over the next few weeks.
So was this a no-brainer, bro, when you got approached? Because it sounds like it. Did you even have to think about it? Were you
It
like,
was, bro. As soon as he said there's no token, I was like, okay, tell me more. You know what I mean? Because like I just I couldn't be part of like a project and like have to deal with like a token, and stuff. And then like, oh, I gotta be known for this token and stuff, and I gotta be invested in this token. When he told me the idea and like we're gonna mine like previous platforms, except you're mining for Bitcoin, there's no token. I was like, yes. Because if you look, like some of the other mining platforms are in like sometimes the top 10, top 20 revenue generating dApps. So there's definitely a market for it. But when you look at the token, it hasn't like performed as well, and, like long term, I'm not sure how it will play out. But I know that like with Bitcoin, I know that I can comfortably claim my Bitcoin and sell it without affecting the chart. Like I there's no way I put like that. I'm no Michael Whaler, and so like there's no way that any sale that I'm doing of Bitcoin is affecting the chart, and the liquidity is extremely deep. And so while there's a lot of different strategies, it's okay. Like if you want to like do what I do and like sell your Bitcoin to keep like mining, trying to hit the SAT strike or have more hash rates for the Epoch or the BTC vault, because you're not going to be hurting the chart of the token, which, in a sense, in like other projects is like hurting the community, but, it's not to say that there's not a product market fit for any of those. It's just, I like this system a lot better. So it was really appealing to me. And that's why I wanted to be part of this. And plus White Whale's a legend, man. He doesn't follow many people. And for some reason he like had followed me for quite some time. And I asked him that when I joined, I was like, why was I one of the 100 people that you followed? He's like, oh, dude, he always keeps tabs on the ecosystem and he watches out for people. And he says he's always like my content. He likes my takes on things. He likes the work I did at Soulflare. And so, yeah, man, that's also a thing, man. It's just like be a good person, in this space, like it's so easy to be a good person and just like show up. You don't have to like buy into every project, but like there's a lot of different ways to like support and show love for people in the space and just being active. Like I pop in spaces all the time when there's like, a few people from like homies I've known from back in the day, just like kind of pop in, see what they're doing, and it goes a long way for people, man. It really does. And like I said, you'll never know what kind of position they're going to be in the future, like I'm on today off the block on episode, what is this, number 52? 52. Wow, man. On the block, man. That's crazy. You're coming up on a year, dude. That's insane. Actually most podcasts never make it to episode 10. So you've outperformed 90% of podcasts already. So, and that's like the consistency is key, like never stop staying consistent. It's so important because the minute that you start taking like weeks off, then you lose the motion, you lose the hype, and you'll never know who's watching. You'll never know who's watching, dude. Like I've run spaces and there was been 10, 15 people, and then all of a sudden like a big influence like Frank or Shilling Villain came in one time, and then all of a sudden like 100 people, 200 people come in the space, dude. And it was just because like I was active. I was running the space at that time on that night consistently, and that's people just get drawn to it. So yeah, don't ever give up. Keep always grinding and always keep building your network and doubling down on that network. Yo, shout out Orbis also in the chat, man. You guys are running such a cool marketplace, dude, and supporting the boys here, man. These are good guys, man. So I appreciate you guys, what you do.
Shout out to Orbis. Shout out to Orbis. Quicks, I got to ask right now, you've touched on the content side, right? Do you want to give us a quick breakdown on how you kind of started as a content creator and now where you worked yourself up to a business development, managing, partnerships and stuff like that? Because there is a lot of people in the space that look up to you, look up to your journey, and they take inspiration from it. And, it's lovely to see. I mean, me and Taddy, we're always raving on about you. You are one of the hardest people, if not the hardest person working in Web3, because you're always out there, you're always supporting, as you said, and you always got your eyes on different things. Now you're in SatRush. I know there is no way in hell that you don't know what's going on in other parts of Solana, which is amazing. You're just keeping tabs on everything. So give us a quick breakdown on how you started, and maybe people that are watching in that are starting their journey as a content creator can take some, hints and tips from you and how you progressed over time.
Yeah, 100%. So I started in the space, like less than 300 followers, man. Like I was just really curious about the ecosystem. And, I was like in communities and I started making like threads, and then I started hosting spaces. And the spaces is really where I built like an audience, between like 2021 to 2023, 24. That's when I was like really, really heavy into spaces. And I would be running the Moon Show Monday through Friday, 10 to 12 without missing. I'd be at the morning show every single day. And I'd always be like throughout the ecosystem, popping in and supporting other people's spaces. And I would just bring projects on just for AMAs. I wouldn't charge them anything. I wouldn't ask for anything. I just like was genuinely curious about like what teams and projects were building in the ecosystem. And you do enough AMAs and you start to learn a lot about the ecosystem, about businesses for Web3 and founders' mindsets. And I created a huge network from all the spaces, like there were times in the bear market, like 2022, 2023, when I have, like the team from like Klanos or OK Bear Simon or whatever. And it's like, we're in the depths of the bear and there's like 20 people in the space, 30 people in the space, but like that space and that connection that I made was so important, And so it's just like you guys, like you treat it, whether there's 10 people viewing or 10,000 people viewing, you're still going to give like a top tier program. And that's always like my best advice. If you're going to do anything in this space, like don't do it half-assed, don't cut corners, because so many people like use AI and just like, they don't have like the work ethic. Before this, I was at Red Bull, and before that I owned a moving franchise. So like there was no one coming to help me on my route if like things were going bad. I couldn't pass off the work to another department at the office and stuff, dude. It was like, I had to finish my route. And so that's where my strong work ethic came in. And that came over to Web3. I would always be following up. I would always be showing up. And like, you got to make a lot of sacrifices. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like I sacrificed a lot to be here. Like I had quit my job. I flew to Southeast Asia to be near Breakpoint in Singapore with just the chance of going to Breakpoint. Because in my mind, I thought if I can make it to Breakpoint and meet everyone that I've known for the past few years, my life will change. And it did. And I sacrificed everything to be there, but it was so worth it. So that's like the biggest investment you can make is on yourself. I tell people this all the time, like invest in yourself, buy yourself the new equipment, pay for the travels to get somewhere, go to these events, like really invest in yourself and your network, because that's truly your net worth. I have so many opportunities now because of, the time that I put in the space, the sacrifices I've made, the connections that I've made, and never burning any bridges, man. I can't double down on this enough. Like you'll never know who's going to be what in the ecosystem, what position they're going to be in, what team's going to pick them up, how you're going to work with them in the future, man. Like just don't burn bridges that you need to rebuild, always treat everyone with respect. Even if you don't disagree with it, man, like I get it. Some people want to say, oh, I'm calling out this, like I can't have this going on in the ecosystem. And like rightfully so, like if people are like rugging and doing nefarious things, for sure. But if you just don't like how someone's moving in the space, like let's say you don't appreciate Rasmer, what he's doing, dude, you don't have to necessarily like put that out there into the public, because you're not doing like a disservice. You're just kind of like being a hater, you know what I mean? Because you can find your own lane and do your own thing, and I don't necessarily agree with a lot of people in this space and like what they choose to do and what they choose to promote, but I'm not going to judge it. I'm not going to take time out of my day to hate on someone else. And then 6 hours later, I'm still going to be dealing with replies and comments that's messing with your mental health. And so like, yes, it's really important to just kind of like just let some things go sometimes. Sometimes you got to like type it out and not post it, like which goes against everything Eno says, man. But it's you gotta just let some things go sometimes, man. And focus on supporting the people that are here that are good. There's so much more good in the space than bad. And there's so many amazing people that are building. Like focus your time and energy on those people. If you want to write a hateful comment, pause for a second and go and find 3 other people that you're supporting that are doing something and go support them and put that energy into supporting them rather than putting the hateful comment out. You know what I mean? That's been my mindset on this. And it's worked, man. It's created a lot of opportunities. I have a lot of connections in the space and and it's something it takes time also, man. Like none of this has come overnight. This has not been like an overnight success. This has been like years in the work. And that's also something that people don't understand is they expect that like, oh, I'm just going to like be part of this project and I want to start getting paid immediately and this. But like, projects got people that want to work for them all the time. Working in crypto is awesome. You get paid USDC, you get to like work remote, you get to like travel a lot, but I mean, you make a lot of sacrifices, but everyone wants to work in crypto, but you need to put in the effort and the time to show the value, right? And so like what I mean by that, let me give you an example, right? Let's say you want to work in business development, right? And you have a really big network, you're great at connecting people, and you feel like you can bring value for projects, right? Let's say you choose a project like Orbis, right? You want to do BD for Orbis, right? Is Orbis just going to go ahead and like bring you on in BD just because like your resume and stuff? Like, no, they want to see like you deliver value, like any project in Web3. And so you could start by just bringing them projects to like launch on Orbis, like finding sponsors, if they're running an event, like helping out, and just doing things to show that like I'm already kind of taking on the BD role without getting paid for it. Right. And you got to like do things without expecting any sort of payment. And then in the future, it all works out because as soon as like, they're looking to, like, they're going to immediately be like, okay, this person's been they brought on 10 different collections. They found a sponsor for our event. They're always active in our community. Like they're going to reach out to you for a job first. They're going to be like, we want you to be part of Orbis in a bigger capacity. Right. And so that's like the biggest part. Yeah. Like Al just said in the chat, showing up's like the biggest alpha. Showing up without expecting anything and just assume that you have the role already and expect nothing and you'll be given everything.
I love
and then don't fox it up.
Don't fox it up. So pay your dues, man. Don't expect to be balling out of control after day one. You know what I'm saying?
Provide
exactly.
What I loved is like, be the person you want them to see you as. Like, be the person who's bringing in all the work. Be that guy. So then when it does come time and they're like, yo, we need someone to step in, and you're like, yo, I've already been doing it. So it makes perfect sense, man. But some people just don't get it. They want to be famous and they want it to just happen right then and there. It's like, nah, man, you gotta pay your dues, bro. Like, seriously, no one's just gonna throw you on. No one knows who you are or anything like that. But Quicks, I gotta ask you, out of all these IRL events that you've been to throughout the years, what has been your favorite one?
Oh man, that's so hard, bro. I've been to so many, dude. I've been to Accelerates, Crossroads, Summits.
Top five. Can you do that?
Okay, do that? I can do two. My two favorite events, without a doubt, are Breakpoint. Breakpoint is like the Super Bowl. Breakpoint, like the magic at Breakpoint is just like you leave and for the next 3 months, you have that fire underneath you to like build on Solana. And then probably my favorite event is Island Owl. Shout out to Island Owl team. It is absolutely my favorite event, man. Being trapped on an island with a whole bunch of builders, like locked in, is just one of the most amazing experiences I've ever gotten to have the pleasure of attending in this space. And I try to go to all of them. I help out with the team a lot. I hosted the Island Out demo day. That was 7.5 hours. They told me that was going to be like a two-hour event. It's 7.5 hours later. And I emceed the whole thing. We were live streaming. I emceed. They were so impressed that I was able to do that, bro. I was like, yeah, I'm just like built different. I'm a fox, I guess. But yeah, Island Out family, it holds a special place in my heart, man. I love the team. I love the community that we built. I love everyone that shows up every year that's just like trying to build, trying to accelerate the space. And so those are my two favorites. The Super Bowl that we have at Breakpoint and Island Owl, man. And we're going to be at Brazil this year in October. We just went to Thailand for V4. So V5 is going to be later this year in October in Brazil. And my first time going to Brazil, so I'm hyped.
Look.
Hey, those stamps on that passport is stacking up, Teddy.
Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt. Oh my!
You gotta, man. You gotta, bro. You gotta take those trips, man. I know it's crazy, and you risk a lot, you sacrifice a lot, but take these trips, man. Go see the world. Go experience other events. Go experience other cultures. Meet other people. Meet other builders. And it's the most beautiful thing, connecting with people from around the world that you have more in common with, because like you're building on Solana than people that you've grown up with that doesn't even understand what you do, that think like, oh, he's just into scamming or he's into gambling, he does crypto. There's such like a negative connotation that comes with that, and so when you meet people from like Japan and India and Australia and all these amazing super teams that we have and like all these people that are building, and you meet them at these events, dude, and then you get to continuously see them, Like I have a joke with Super Simon from Super Team Canada, and we see each other like all the time, all around the world, like in like Mexico, Asia, Europe. And I'm like, and then whenever I see him, whenever I say goodbye to him, I'm like, until we meet again, wherever we are in the world, man. And it's true. I have friends and family all over the world, so definitely like take the trip, man. Like forget about packing your bag. Like don't worry about like the biggest investment you can make is in yourself. You know, like go see the world, go experience other events, and meet the amazing, beautiful people that we have in the Solana ecosystem.
Yo, that's not the first time he's told me that, Luck. He told me that at lunch when he was here in LA almost a year ago. So, yeah.
And did you go anywhere? Well, did you go on any trips?
Well, I mean, I went on trips with the family, but not like Solana backed or anything like that. Not yet, man. Not yet. I'm not there yet, but I plan to for sure. I mean, Solana Summer House was the first one that I went to. So, yeah. But plan to, for sure. You know, I actually thought about going out to Breakpoint, and Lucky was like, no, Taddy, London is not the place. Don't do it, blah. I was like, bro, I was coming out there to see you. He was like,
What?
don't do it. Yeah,
What?
man. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Paddy, we're gonna do it in a better country, right?
No, that's fair.
We're gonna go where there's nice weather. Quicks is gonna be there. We're gonna like chill out on a nice beach. Go to all these events. We'll have a good time. Just save it for that. Save it for that.
No, come to London. Come to London. Come see me and Lucky, dude. Come see the whole fam. Come out there, man.
Paddy's
Or at least come to Summer House, man. Come to Summer House on the 29th this month in LA. If anyone's going to be in the area, yeah.
I'll definitely be there. I mean, I live here, so yeah, man. And you're going to be here for a month? Hell yeah, I'll be there. Bro. I'll be there for just because you said come, man. So just so you know, I will be there, bro. Let's go.
J-Dub, you see? Yeah. Shout out Solana Spaces. Yeah, shout out to Mole, J-Dub, the whole team, Benders Club. Bullish, man.
Last year was lit, man. That space was fucking goated. OMG, bro.
And this year's going to be even crazier, dude.
Yeah.
They leveled up this year, so.
Of course they did. Yeah, of course. I'm looking forward to it.
You've been in the space for a hot minute right now, right? There's obviously people along the way that you've kind of met and have had influence on your career so far in Web3. If you could highlight a few of those people and what impact they have had on you up until today.
Well, he's in the chat right now. Probably one of the biggest impacts in my life is Ginzu. He is probably one of the most amazing people I've ever met in my life, dude. He has a beautiful family. He is supporting in so many parts of the ecosystem, and he still takes the time to like talk with the Fox and on like a human level, dude. I consider him like one of my like really good friends, and he's there's everyone always sees like the final product, right? Especially the pictures, the events, the videos, but they don't see the sacrifices that are made leading up to get to there, to get to that final product. Ginzu knows those sacrifices, and he helps, make those sacrifices, not only for me, but for so many people in the ecosystem. Like he's helped so many people. And so he's up there, man. He's one of my best friends. And, shout out also like a lot of people like in my community, like the Fox community have helped me out. Donnie, Jeremy, I've hosted spaces with them for years. So many super teams, so many like founders. Like I was just talking with Jemmy earlier and stuff, bro. Like I realized like I have such a big network of family, my Island Owl family, dude, like Dean and Taki and Wales and Tony from Metaplex and RMJ from Solana Floor, Rebecca from Skyline. Like the list can go on and on for how many people have like helped impact me in a positive way. And I really hope I can do that as well and pay it forward. And I really try to help the next people. Like I answer every DM. I don't care like how long it takes me to get through. I'm always messaging people back. I'm always responsive because like I know what it was like when I was like first starting in the space, like trying to book people for my spaces, trying to get them on the show and stuff. And just trying to make a name for myself, dude. And it meant so much when like a big account would like follow me back, or message me back. And I always try to keep that in mind as well. Like it's a joke. I'm the most famous Fox, right? Because it's the famous Fox Federation. I've become the most like outspoken famous Fox. So that's why it's like the joke. But I'm actually like super humble, like I'm not really big on the fame. I like pass it off to other people, like I'm big on paying it forward. So yeah, There's too many people to shout out, dude. I know so many people in the ecosystem.
He shouted out a lot, bro. So no.
Yeah, no, he did. He did. You touched on famous foxes, and it's only right we kind of navigate this towards NFTs, Quicks.
Let's go. My favorite topic.
Let's go. And now we've got Orbis in the chat.
Before we talk to
Orbis will be
NFTs,
happy
because
as well.
the SAT strike is going on right now. It could go off like at
Ooh.
any minute. It's like closing in on 20K. And so how it works is it's a 1 in 1440 odds. So for every dollar you deploy, if SAT strike hits right now, you're getting about $72. Right. So on my $2 I deploy right now, if the SAT strike hits like right now, this next round, I would get like $144 on that one tile.
Well, I hope it hits.
Yeah, it's getting pretty big right now. Yeah. So
this is dope. Look, we're not in this right now. We don't want it to go off. Look, we're not in it. Right now.
I'm doing something in the background.
Oh, is that what you're doing? You joining?
yeah.
I'm gonna do the same, bro. With what? The team wallet or your own personal wallet, bro?
I'll do it with the team
wallet.
one. I'll do the team one, and I'll let you continue on while I do it.
This guy, bro. This guy.
bullish. It's a good teamwork right here. It's good teamwork.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean. I couldn't do this without him, brother. Yo, Quicks, the state of Solana. What do we got going on, man? I know we're in a bear market. What do you think is going on in Solana? We had the NFT craze, we had the meme coin craze. Now it seems like a hybrid of both right now, the meme coin and the NFT craze. Where do you see the future
Bring back
of Solana
404s.
Right. You know what I mean? Like seriously, like basically what we're doing. I'm not saying it, but that's what we're doing.
I couldn't be more bullish on Solana. I could not be more bullish on Solana. Whether you're in NFTs, you're in meme coins, you're in RWAs, you're in DeFi, you're in payment processing, like now is the most beautiful and best time to be building on Solana. Like whatever you're doing, I truly think that in the next few years, you're going to find your product market fit. And yeah, I'm bullish on all aspects of the ecosystem, like to be real. I know that that's kind of like, a very cliche vanilla kind of thing to say, but it's true, man. There's so many exciting things going on. Like even like Jurassic 5, dinosaurs on chain today, and then on the other side of it, you have Ansem that just launched his own launch pad where, 40% goes to like Ansem holders and stuff. So it's like, it's so amazing. It's such a beautiful ecosystem, that we're in. And so there's so much going on. There's so much to be bullish in. And something that I always try to tell people is like, find your home in Solana, like find your part in the Solana ecosystem that's worth fighting for, and get out there and fight for it, man. You have so many people that are willing to support you, so many people that, want to see you succeed. Like there's more people here that want to see you win than want to see you lose, and that's something like not enough people realize because of like the PvP aspect of some of like the trading and like the meme coin section that we get. But there's still a lot of people that want to see you win, that want to see you successful, dude. So, and the Fox is one of them, man. I want to see you guys grow. I want to see you guys have like one of the top streams, big sponsors, big name guests, even bigger than me, and I think you can get there, if you're staying consistent and you're working hard. And yeah, you guys should, everyone that's watching, support Tatty, support Lucky, man. Give them a follow, but tap in with them on a week to week, not just when the Fox is here.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Any chance going in the future that the most famous Fox has his own project and his own NFT? I'm just asking, bro. I'm just asking.
What's funny? I'll tell you something that's funny, dude. So actually, I do have an NFT project that I derugged from it was a free mint that I derugged from back in the day. And we relaunched and I did like new artwork. It's called the Moon Rangers. We had 1,000 of them. I burned them down right now to 220. So there's only 220 left. And it's like a really, really small community of like Moon Rangers. And so in the future, I'm going to do something really cool. But, for right now, like they've all kind of seen the journey and like the position that I put in, and I went from like wanting to, be an NFT founder for like a market, and create like merchandise and stuff to, working at Soulflare and traveling around the world and pushing the Solana ecosystem forward. And so they've been like, everyone's been so supportive of my journey, man. They've, I've always tried to do like the right thing in the ecosystem. And so actually that I'll never launch another token. I'll never launch another NFT project. I never want to be a founder in my life. Like I never want to like build my own business and like be a founder. I'd rather like work with some really awesome teams that are doing cool things in the ecosystem. But in the future, I will do something really cool with the Moon Rangers.
Moon Rangers. I'm checking them out right now. These little foxy looking things, right? Is that what's going on?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I haven't gotten them in on Orbis yet.
I had to go to Tragic Eden. I wanted to talk about
No.
Magic Eden. Do you have any takes about Magic Eden and how they pivoted into Dicey and what's going on with them at all, or you want to stay away from that?
No, man. I mean, look. At the end of the day, though, I have nothing bad to say about like a lot of these platforms, because like there was a time when like Magic Eden was like, doing a lot for the ecosystem, and I was on Magic Eden a lot, and no cap, like I did really well on their airdrop and token. I was selling everything between like $6 and $8, dude, and I did really well on their token. And they also made like a really cool post one time about like, they were like, oh, what's the most recognizable PFP? It was like Soul Big Brains Monkey, like someone's ape, or like someone's like DGen ape, or like it was my fox, or it was like Quick's the favorite. I was like, yo, that's awesome, man. And so I appreciate that, man. So I mean, look, I'm not on the team. I don't know what direction they're going with the business. I have no idea, what their future roadmap is. But I don't spend time hating, man, because now look, like Orbis came along, found product market fit. Now they're crushing it, dude. Like, and I'm on the website right now. It looks so clean, dude. Everything looks like clean. It's where it's supposed to be, dude. I'm like looking at these Tomorrowland NFTs that like pump like, thousands of percent. I can't, another one I wasn't a part of, but yeah, dude, like you see, and then without like them switching, like, or how would Orbis have found product market fit, So, and that's bullish, dude. That's how it goes, man. And so I got nothing bad to say about them, but I'm bullish on the future of NFTs.
Lucky and I talk about the token all the time, and the token was great, bro. It was great. And not only
right, did you printed off it, right? You made some good money.
Gosh, yes,
right?
Yeah. I mean, rest in peace to everyone who staked it, but no, I got out when the window was at $9. It was like, thank you so much. But I also still, from the Discord, because I stake a little bit, I was staking a little bit for rewards on when Magic Eden was printing and whatnot. And I still get whitelists and GTDs from their Discord of being a staker and whatnot for like projects on ETH, projects on Monad, projects all over the ecosystem. So I'm still eating from them as well. But and like you said, without them doing what they're doing, Orbis would not be around, most likely. So no doubt. And no, Quicks, you touched upon it a couple of times, of staying positive and not feeding into the negativity. Do you have to step back sometimes? Like, what do you do to recharge your battery? Because I've seen you at work, man. You are full go, 100%. What do you do to relax and step away? You go see movies? Like, is it always 100%? It can't be, bro. Like, what are you doing to relax your mind and stepping back?
That's a good question. I mean, I think exercise is really important. Like everyone should have like some sort of like, physical outlet. For me, like I practice like martial arts. I just came from Thailand, so I was doing like Muay Thai every day. Now I've just been like kind of keeping in shape, and I'm excited to like get back in the gym soon. But yeah, exercise is really important. But it's also just having like a really strong like mental fortitude for this. You know what I mean? Like life is all about life is like 10% what happens to you, 90% how you react to it, right? And I always try to be like a very empathetic person. I think about both sides of the street, like some people get mad like, oh, why is this person, doesn't support me enough or this or that? And I'm like, maybe this person can only come on once a month, twice a month and throw a couple likes. And I'm grateful for that. Honestly, I used to think like, oh my God, this person's not supporting me. But then I like had to check myself and be like, maybe that's like all that they're able and the capacity to. And just having patience in life, man, is like really important. It costs nothing to be a good person, really, except the time. And I think all of us know right from wrong. And we just have to choose right a little bit more than we're choosing wrong. Whether that's in your personal life, the things that you need to be doing, eating better, working out, doing, calling your family, taking care of your responsibilities. And then we put them off. We do like wrong things, but like it doesn't make us bad people. We just need to be more conscious about making the right choice. And so people are going to let you down. People are not going to meet your expectations. But the sooner that you realize that everything is my fault and my surroundings are a direct reflection of all my choices, then you become freedom. Then you become unreliant on anyone else, you know, and you learn to like move forward with those expectations that aren't met and realize like, hey, maybe I just put the bar too high for that person, you know, and I expected too much of them, you know, and that's on me. And you have to just be patient. And the best thing I always do it like at events is I'll like, because I'm at the events, like I'm the first fox in, last fox out. You know, I'm there all day, keep up the energy, same thing, because I'm like built different. But there are times like people don't see it. I step away and collect myself. And also I take a moment to realize like how grateful I am, like how amazing it's been to be in this position, to be like traveling the world and like going to these conferences and getting to meet people around the world. And I'm so grateful and like humble about that. And so like I do take a moment to like remind myself like, wow, this is an amazing opportunity. Your life, I never would have imagined like the places I've been to in the world like 5 years ago. If you told me, like, I never would have thought like Solana would take me here, man. And so I'm extremely grateful. And so that I remind myself of that a lot as well also. So, you know, it's a combination, you know, patience, exercise, empathy, and just trying to be a good person, man, you know, and that's it. There's no secret sauce. I don't have like a breathing method or I don't count to 10 or anything. You know, I'll take a moment and just like, yeah, I guess I do breathe a little bit, but I just kind of collect myself and like remind myself like how amazing life is. Cause life is beautiful, guys. Like it really is. I'm one of those people that wake up every day. I'm grateful. Like I can see, I can think, I can smell, I can taste, I can walk. I know other people didn't wake up with that. I know there's people that had to wake up this morning and walk miles to just get fresh water, you know? And I think more people, you know, people forget that, you know, and I don't. And I think that also helps with being in this space and, you know, staying so positive.
How you carry yourself. No, I agree, man. Every day I wake up and breathe again, I'm happy because somebody didn't. And, you know,
yeah,
somebody didn't. And I got it good. I got a happy family. I got 2 girls, got a loving wife. Like, bro, I'm living the dream just from that alone. So, no, I hear you, man. And, you know, we try and stay positive here as much as possible, like, because you just don't want to feed that negative energy either, because then it consumes you too. And social media really isn't your friend. Yeah, on the timeline, people might want to see that for a bit, but then if you become that guy that does it all the time, it's not what people want to see, man. You know, like at all. Be the power, be the change. So no, yeah, because you know, I saw you, man, in action. And was like, when does this guy recharge his battery? I gotta know. So. No, I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, dude. And I do a lot of like things for like my personal growth, like when no one's looking, you know, like I don't stream like or post about like the books I'm reading or like, you know, the diet that I'm on or like, you know, when I worked out today and stuff. I just like, I do things that, you know, I need to do for myself, you know, that I know are important. But then I also like I don't even broadcast a lot of things I do, and it's like I went to the Skyline office. I'm gonna tell this story, even though I promised Jericho I wouldn't. I was with my buddy Jericho, who's a Fox, and he's been going through it. He just came back. He moved to New York. He went on like a little hiatus, and now he's trying to build again in the ecosystem. I've known him for years. He was at the Skyline office, and we went to a whole lunch, and I was telling him exactly like this. I'm like, dude, you are so young. You're smart. You have your whole life. Stop beating yourself up. You know, you just got, you know. And he's like, oh, this and that, and this space has gotten me down with this. And I'm like, you just have to try to be a good person. And as we were walking, like, this guy outside was like, you know, and he was like a homeless guy, but he wasn't like one of those like drunk, obnoxious homeless guys. And he was just asking for food. He's like, man, I really appreciate if you could buy me a cheeseburger. And so I stopped, I went in there, paid for the cheeseburger with fries, and, you know, walked out, you know, and that was it. And I was like, Jericho, like, no one's going to know about this except you and me, but I have to like live what I preach. You know what I mean? Like it's like at this time I knew I had a little bit of extra money to buy him a cheeseburger. I know that it was really going to mean a lot to him, and that's it. But I don't like do it expecting anything. I didn't even want to really tell this story about it, but it's just to like hammer down the point that like you are who you are when no one's looking. You know what I mean? And like if you're making those choices consciously, when you know that there's no camera on, there's no stream, there's no one like watching you, and that's who you are, man, you know? And so a lot of people have problems with that, you know? And so definitely learn to spend time by yourself with your own thoughts, and it really helps a lot, man. And so yeah, just being a good person, man. There's no secret. It's just be a good person, you know, and good things come to you. It's like the law of attraction.
Amen. Lucky, you still mining for BTC?
Yo, Taddy, yeah, we're in this. I think we're in for like 50 50
I
rounds.
hope we're in
I'll
it.
put us
You've
down
been over
first.
there quiet, bro. I'm like, yo, did we
Nah, I'm
win
just
or
making
what?
sure I'm doing this right because, yeah, I've put in a little bit. We're in for 50 rounds. So all tiles
love it.
based on Quix's recommendation. And yeah, let's fucking go. Got to be in it to win it.
Can't win it if you're not in it.
Quix, I wanted to ask you, right? Last TNL episode, we spoke to you. You was having some trouble with some monkeys in Thailand.
Sure was,
Oh
bro.
my gosh, dude, it's been a
You
long
gotta-
time since then, dude.
You gotta give us an update. What? How did it
Yeah, They were
end?
kicking
Quix?
your ass, bro. They were doing it.
Oh,
They were doing
man.
it.
Yeah, those monkeys were ruthless, dude. So yeah, bro, I listen, man. I was really happy because so they ended up. It was my next door neighbor, and they had a mango tree, and so they ended up hiring someone to come and cut down the mango tree, and then eventually, like the monkeys stopped coming there. So that was bullets. But for a while, that was like a really difficult situation, having to like fight off the monkeys every day. So yeah, that was that was
So the
That was-
monkeys
yeah,
won,
that was
so
basically.
long ago, dude. That was really a long time ago, man.
Yeah, we heard them in the background, and you're like, sorry, man. Those are the monkeys. And we're like, those are the what? What are we talking about?
Oh
So-
man.
Since then, Quix, we've been doing spaces, right? We were doing spaces and we switched over at the beginning of this year to streaming because we realized, look, the visual power we can bring on streaming when people are talking about projects, like for you, for example, when you talk about Sat Rush, you actually showed us live. With spaces, we could just not do that, right? There's so much you can pin up to the Jumbotron and whatnot, but when you're seeing someone doing it live and you can ask questions and stuff like that, it's so much more powerful. So yeah, we've pretty much been here since then.
That's amazing, dude. Yeah, and I agree with you. I think that I love spaces. They're a vibe. I started hosting spaces every night again now, just like unrecorded spaces, just like little vibe. But the streaming is so much more of an impact, like having that visual representation of the project of, like whoever's on stage, speaking. It's like it hits a lot different for viewers than just like a space, and you're able to do a lot more.
100%. 100%. But hey, Daddy, if you haven't got any more questions, Quix, it's been amazing, brother. I know we're not going to keep you for too long because I know you're a busy fox. Have you got? He is. Have you got any final thoughts? A quick recap, final thoughts, and maybe some news that people can look forward to.
Oh man, this turned into a little bit of like a motivational speech. I wasn't really thinking too much about that to do that, but check out SatRush, satrush.io. Please support us. Please give us a follow on X and check us out. Let us know what you think. I hope to see everyone in Summer House in LA on the 29th, or if you're going to Solana Summit Serbia, hosted by Super Team Balkan, I'll be there from the 25th to the 28th. And then check out Island Out. Check out Breakpoint at the end of the year, and anything that I could do to help you guys on your journey, like reach out, like without giving you guys like a whole bunch of money and like partners, But if there's anything I could do to help you guys with any type of like advice or connection or network, both Taddy, Lucky, or any of the viewers on the block, man, please feel free. My DMs are literally always open. I'm always active, and if I don't know how to do it, I guarantee that I know someone that's smarter than me that can. But yeah, I appreciate letting me come up here this week, talk about SatRush, show you guys how the platform works, and let us know. The team is always active, so anything you want to see differently, anything you want to see more of, let us know, man. And shout out you guys. I just want to give both of you props for being consistent, for pivoting from spaces to stream to scheduling this, making this such an amazing experience. I had a lot of fun. I could have kept talking with you guys for the next few hours, but we're going to save some talks for when I get to LA, me and Taddy.
Yeah.
We'll be missing Lucky, so we're going to FaceTime you, dude, while we're out there. But
Let's get it.
support these guys, man, and show up, just show up, be positive. It's really easy, man. It's a beautiful life. It really is. We have a beautiful life. It's an amazing ecosystem, Solana. So enjoy it, because there might be a time when we look back on this and you're gonna cherish these times, cherish these moments, these little intimate on the blocks before there's like, 10,000 people viewing, and you got Logan Paul on here talking about his 3D Pokemon avatar or whatever, dude. So you guys will blow up. You guys will have big guests on, but yeah, enjoy the moments, man. They don't last forever, and there's something that you carry with you forever, dude.
100%, 100%. Teddy, this has been amazing, man. I knew it was always going to be good catching up with Quicks, especially with all the stories that he has.
It's been, bro.
It's been a hot minute, man. Let's make sure the next one isn't as
right.
Oh,
yeah,
exactly.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
Let's make sure there's not enough. Yeah, that much time between our next talks.
100%.
Let's get it. You got any final thoughts, Luke? What's up?
No, just thank you so much to Quicks taking the time out, and thank you, most importantly, thank you to the people that tuned in and turn up and support people like Quicks, me and Taddy, and everyone else. Support each other, and let's fucking go, Taddy.
Agreed, 100%. Quicks, always a pleasure, brother. I can't wait to see you when you come out here, man. There's some places in the wood in Inglewood that I want to take you that I know you will enjoy. So knowing that you're going to be out here the whole month of September, man, I'm gonna steal you, bro. I'm gonna steal you,
yeah.
bro. And
I'm hyped.
I'm looking forward to seeing you again. And just thank you for your time, man. Thank you so much, bro. It's good to see you. You're looking good. And our viewers, you guys are one of ones in our eyes. Thank you so much for rocking up. We couldn't do this without you. And Luck, you as well, man. You're my brother from a different mother. So, let's fucking go.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, hell yeah. So that's pretty much us for OTB. Everyone have a blessed rest of your week. Stay blessed, stay winning. Don't click those links that drain you. And take care, man. Take care. Appreciate you all. Peace.
On the block, we go, 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 go. On the block, let it flow, go, 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 Spaces open, might go live. Different miles from Web3 drives. Builders here, they pull up real. Talking moves and how they feel. No scripts, just open flow. Ideas moving row by row. Every week a new face shown. Building things to stand alone. On the block, we go, 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 go. On the block, let it flow, 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 flow. On the block, feel the sound. On the block, right now. Spaces open, let it start. Different builders play their part. No filter, just raw talk. Ideas that actually walk. From early grinding new way. Every guest got things to say. No script, no safety net. Just truth, you don't forget. Get. We